Mystery reading for you. Hey guys, it's Tarot and Beyond. Today's pick a card reading, we're going to be getting some messages for you, mystery messages from Spirit. So whatever Spirit wants to relay information-wise through these readings, that's what we're going to look at. I don't know what these are going to be, but you guys have the options to choose from here. So group 1 is the first question mark, group 2 second, and group 3 is the third. Use the timestamps in the description box or the chapter notes below to jump ahead to your chosen reading or readings. If you feel called to more than one, that's fine. You might even feel called to all of them. That's totally cool. You can watch as many or as few readings as you want. And the key here is just to really trust your intuition, take what resonates, leave the rest, and we will see you in your readings. All right, hi group number 1. Let's find out what the mystery message is for you today. We're going to start with the Nature's Whispers deck. Okay, there's a bunch of cards coming out already. Laughter. Okay. Inner truths. Seek beauty. And culmination of vision. Okay, so group number 1. I feel like this mystery message is to do with you kind of creating the vision for the life that you want to live. It's like basically finding what makes you happy. That's what it feels like. And I think that it's through this seeking of beauty, through connection to your own inner truth, that you're going to really see the lighter side of everything in life. And this is going to help you to get clear on what you want and what you value and why you're doing what you're doing or what you're engaging with. I feel artist energy here. I just got to say that too. I'm getting energy of an artist. And that can mean a whole bunch of different things, right? Like there's so many different ways to express art, but I'm getting artist energy. So I just wanted to mention that. You've got to know, okay? And be assertive. Okay, so no is a complete sentence, right? And you've got like the little exclamation point next to the no. So I feel like you've kind of been, you've been trying to find your way, group number 1. And you may have been taking on other people's ideas of what they thought that you should do. And I think that you kind of doing the work internally for yourself to find out what lights you up has led you down this path of basically being more self-reliant and being able to assert what it is that you do and don't want. Because here's the thing, artists and creatives, and by the way, I'm part of that group, so, hey, what's up, fellow artists? We tend to be very sensitive people, and that's part of what makes us creatives and artists, because we can feel so deeply and we can express that. We can create that into something beautiful, whether it's a painting or a blog post or a book or sculpture or some digital art. Like there's really no wrong way to do art. What we're doing is we're taking that inner truth that we have and we're expressing it. And I think that you've really felt kind of like you were drowning in your own emotions, group number 1. Like artists, the depth of emotion there is really, really intense. Like you're not in the kiddie pool when you're an artist. You're in the ocean. Like it goes all the way down into that Marianas Trench. And I think that what they're saying is that there's beauty in the depths, but there's also beauty in the shallows. And the laughter is where you can really kind of come up to the surface of the water and see the sunlight creeping through. They're showing me dolphins like leaping out of the water. Yeah, so I think sometimes it's good to go deep into the dark stuff because you can really find truth there. You can find something and alchemize it into beauty. But I think part of this culmination of that vision is also balancing that out with laughter. I was noticing that there was compromise here on the bottom of this deck. So I think that this is you not compromising your integrity by saying yes to things that don't align with you or don't feel good for you. And following what really does add beauty and value to your life. And I think that there's like this balancing of light and dark within yourself, or there's balancing of the deeps, the depths, and also the lighter aspects, like I was saying, the shallows. For whatever reason, that's just helping to balance things out, and you're going to have an ability to progress. They showed me the little archway here in the corner, the stairs going up to this archway, like this door. So there's kind of like an opening that's being cleared for you. And through this process, you've really had to learn what was for you and what was not, and like how you want to apply your vision. I think there may have been people coming in and saying, you're doing it wrong. And you're like, I'm not going to take that anymore. I'm not going to let that influence what I see as truth. And I think the deeper that you looked, the clearer that became. And everything kind of like fit into place. And then as a result of that, you were kind of able to laugh off some of the trickier things that you had to contend with, either within your own self, like those deep, dark parts of the self, or how that was being reflected back to you from the people outside of you who maybe lacked the capacity to understand your depths and therefore didn't respect your boundaries or your needs, which I think in turn was a reflection of the fact that maybe you hadn't tapped into what you truly wanted or needed either. So it's essentially like getting to know yourself at this really deep core level has resulted in you, first of all, feeling more balanced internally and emotionally and creatively, having a clearer vision of what you want to create and do, and also being more assertive in not allowing other people to negatively influence that process. Ooh, yes. Let's get the soul lessons cards for you. I feel like these ones are going to be important. Okay. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay. Freedom. It's like two opposite kind of energies. Well, a little bit, but I think they can be complementary. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. That's what I'm seeing. You're creating your own happiness. And you're learning to traverse through the realms of your own unconscious or deep emotional realms within yourself to find that happiness. It's through the truth that, you're finding your happiness. Failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Yeah, I was kind of getting that. Okay, I'll say it now because I wasn't going to say it because I wasn't sure if that was coming through in regard to this message, but yeah, it is. You may have even experienced people laughing at you, seeing you as a failure. And you may have kind of taken that. You may have compromised and tried to appease or please other people. They may even have tried to control you and what you were doing. But I feel like this deep inner process of transmutation, for lack of any other word to describe it, because that's what it feels like. You're transmuting. You're taking all of these sort of unrecognized parts of the self and being able to like turn them into something else. I mean, I think that's what art is. It's a transmutative process. You're taking raw emotional information or experience and you're turning it into something else. You have an idea, you have a concept, you have a feeling, and you want to express that, and so you choose a medium and then you turn it into that. And I think the freedom here really comes through you just knowing what feels right for you and why you're doing it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And I also feel like if you've been doubting yourself at all, if you've been fearing that you don't have the discipline to be truly free to express yourself in your art, and you're maybe afraid that following this path is leading to failure, or maybe it has in the past, or maybe other people view you that way, right? But I see you really just getting very solid on why you're doing what you're doing and why it's important to you, and how this is actually helping you to express those inner truths and why that is so important for you. They just told me life transformation, and when I was trying to say told, I said sold. I think part of this is like selling your art, and I think that there's this conflict of like, I don't want to be a sellout, but I also need to have my needs met. And I think that's where, again, the compromise comes in, and being able to say no to certain things and yes to others is going to be important. It's like personal discernment and maintaining your integrity, being disciplined with what that integrity is for you. Because your happiness is very unique to you, group number 1. It's very, very unique to you. So if you want that inner happiness, you have to be willing to address that inner truth. They also just told me laugh off the failures. That's another message coming through. Laugh off the failures. Understand that mistakes are really just this opportunity to continue developing yourself. And they're also really great fodder for transmutation as well. Like the energy of failure can be transmuted or transformed into even more art. And that's a universal principle we can all understand. Failure. No one escapes the experience of failure. Everyone has that. So it's universally relatable. And that's another thing that art does really well, is it relays the experience of one person that's highly subjective in a format that a lot of other people can relate to and understand. And it can trigger something within you. That's why art is so important, is because it helps us feel, and we don't feel quite so alone. It evokes within us an understanding that somebody else has felt this depth as well. You know, you're not alone down in the bottom of the ocean in the Marianas Trench, being crushed by the pressure. You can kind of like find your pod of dolphins, or your fellow artists, your fellow art appreciators. Okay, actually, trying to decide which deck to go into next. Oh, this one. It's all just intuitive. I didn't sometimes I kind of intuitively pre-pick the decks based on what Spirit's guiding in terms of what the messages need to come through for, or how they want to come through. But today I just did it, like, just sat down. Dog. Discipline and loyalty. I think you're very loyal to your vision. And I think that's why the clearer you get on this vision, group number 1, the more you're able to say no and assert that and really back that up with your actions, because you're like, no, I know what's important to me. And I will compromise to a certain degree, but I will not compromise my integrity. I know what's important to me. I won't compromise my integrity. Yeah, so something like that. It feels like you're creating freedom for yourself through loyalty to your vision. I also see you being very happy, group number 1, with yourself in your ability to kind of like stay on task. And it's interesting because I was kind of seeing the freedom and the discipline energy being like opposites, which in a sense they are, but having discipline in certain areas can give us freedom. So I think that you guys are going to be assertive with yourself, telling yourself no when things are not conducive to the vision that you have for your life. Like if you think about your life as a work of art in and of itself, I think you're going to be choosing the colors that you paint with very specifically in your life, like your actions, what those are resulting in. You're going to be seeing the effect that it has on the canvas, on the outcome, and going, oh, that doesn't really support what I'm trying to do here. And it's through this inner truth, and also being able to laugh it off, like not take it quite so seriously. It's like you can always just paint over it, you know? It's like you didn't ruin it. You don't have to throw it away. You can just start again. And each time you do that, you get a little bit better. You refine and hone the process of finding kind of what works best for you. And again, it's like your integrity is a big part of that. Your inner vision is a big part of your truth, and your expression. So being able to say no, even to yourself, I think is going to be helpful here, because it will keep you on track. It will keep you disciplined, which in turn creates more freedom, and it helps you to sidestep failure, because you will see that, okay, that I know that doesn't work. I've done that before. So let's try this other thing. And oh yeah, that works a lot better. And then you're just able to really kind of follow through on that. And there's going to be balance that comes from that, because it's like you're not compromising your integrity for a lackluster result that would dissatisfy you but maybe satisfy others. I just keep getting that message. It's like it's what you want that matters here, group number 1, because it's your life. So basically, the mystery message for you, group number 1, is that you are meant to be really cultivating this vision for what you want based on what feels right for you. And being able to kind of laugh off any naysayers or even that internalized sense of failure, and be very kind of disciplined with yourself in a positive way, compromising, yes, but creating that balance, but not foregoing that integrity at any step of the journey, and being able to really allow that vision to carry you forward. Hold the vision, basically. And as you do that, you're going to see more and more beauty open up to you on your path. You're going to see more and more of your inner truth become visible on the outside, because you're painting your life and you're seeing how it's coming together. Your vision is physically translating into reality, quite literally, in terms of what you're manifesting and what you're subconsciously printing. Think of your subconscious mind as the 3D printer, and your physical reality as what's being printed. So freedom within is freedom without. Stay loyal to that, and there's no doubt that you will be successful. So that's what I see for you, group number 1. I hope this mystery message was helpful. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate your support on my channel. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe, stick around for more readings, share with friends who you think might need a mystery message as well. See what they chose versus what you chose. Did you choose the same reading? Was it different? What does this reading mean to you? And if you guys want to learn to do readings yourself or enhance your psychic abilities or intuitive development to align your life, I have courses and classes available through the links below in the description box to my website. It's tarotandbeyond.com. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your mystery reading. Let's find out what Spirit wants to tell you today, what the message is for you. Life review. Archangel Jeremiah says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay. Anything that's imbalanced or unbalanced. Passion. Archangel Haniel says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So you might be doing a review right now of your love life and or your career. Group number 2. Kind of like reflecting on what worked, what didn't work, what you want, what you don't want, successes, failures, experiences you've had, how that has helped or not helped you. I'm seeing a lot of like just kind of sitting and looking over things and really kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty of what this means for you and what you're passionate about and what you want and the direction you're going. This is a timeless reading. Most, if not all of my readings are, but I'm seeing this being almost like that New Year's sort of ritual of like, okay, we're going into a new year right now, which we just have, but you could be doing that at any time in your life, but it's like you're reviewing things. You're kind of assessing, reflecting, just like unpacking everything to kind of take a look at what you want to keep with you, yeah, or what you want to let go of. Crystal clear intentions. And I think the reason you're doing this is because it's gonna help you get very clear. It's like going through your home and looking at everything and seeing, do I need this? Do I need that? Is this still making me happy? Is this not? And I'm getting like minimalist energy. So maybe you're getting rid of a lot of things internally or externally, and it's going to help you to get clear on what you do want. So this is Archangel Michael, and he says, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. It's like, what do you want? What are you passionate about? Group number 2. The clearer you get on that, and remove anything that's not in support of that or not helping to balance that, then it's, you're going to just, I don't know, I just feel like you're going to get so much clearer on what it is that you want, where you're going, why you're doing what you're doing, what's worked and not worked. It's very, very assessment based right now. And now you have hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So you may have some loved ones in heaven that are helping you out with this process. Group number 2. I just heard sister. That may just be for one person. It could be a soul sister or a physical sister that passed. So pay attention to any little nudges that you get. Group number 2, you have empowerment. This whole process is meant to empower you. That's the whole point of this, is like you doing this assessment so that you can really get clear, and that will empower you to make better, not better, there's no better or worse decisions here. It's more just like what's more aligned with your ultimate goal and your desires. I think that's what you're getting clear on. And then there's this person on the other side. It could be spirit guides as well, but I did get that message about a sister who's helping you to really see things clearly. I think, they're also protecting you as well. I just got that message too. So they're protecting you by helping you see things clearly. And I think by seeing things clearly, it is a form of protection, because it's kind of like you're better able to address things if you can see it for what it is, Like I can protect myself better with my eyes open than I can with my eyes closed. Unless I'm a Jedi or something. Yeah, so you open your heart. Like we were just talking about open eyes, closed eyes. Opening things is going to be important here, specifically your heart. And I think that's why they were talking about passion and love life. And this will help you to open your heart again, to love, to be loved, to start something new. I keep getting these energies of supportive spirits. You have a lot of supportive spirits around you. This could have even been a twin sister, because I'm seeing 2 little angels here in this like egg thingy, and it's like two at the same time, or there's actually 3 in there, so it could be like triplets or something. Anyways, I don't know why I keep getting that sister energy. It could be literal or it could be figurative, but yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna actually take those. What is with this? Energy's just spilling out. No. Yeah. Okay. There's something. It's like something is just like it's like ready to. It's ready to blow almost. It's something that I don't know. Let's find out. The sun, self-express and embody your truth. It's like you're ready to open up. You're ready to break free. You're ready to let things open and progress in your life. 8th house, transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. I don't know why I just tasted chocolate when I was looking at that 8th house. That is so random. I don't get clairgustance very often. Clairgustance is like clear tasting. Clairalience and clairgustance are pretty rare. I have had that come up before, but I just tasted chocolate in my mind. It wasn't like milk chocolate. It had like a different kind of flavor to it. I can't quite describe it. What the heck is that? It was almost like it was like an English breakfast tea, but in a chocolate. Maybe that's a message for someone. You know, the 8th house is also the house of like, well, it says transformation, but I'm seeing it more like as death and rebirth. So this may have been someone who was close to you, who you lost, group number 2. The first thing they want to let you know is that they're okay. They're empowered on the other side. They want you to see that clearly. They want you to open up your heart again so that you can really express yourself more clearly, so that you can go through this transformation and understand that life goes on. They're actually showing me that this person did a life review, because that's what happens when you die, right? You go through a life review, and you don't just see everything from your own perspective. You actually get to kind of, you get like an inside view into what other people were experiencing in connection to you as well. So you have a much deeper understanding of the choices that you made and the impact that they had and what you were learning karmically, which is what the 8th house is about, and what this means about yourself and your soul's evolution. So I see that this person, when they got to the other side, they really had a big transformation because the clarity that they got from their own life review showed them how passionate that you were and how open your heart was and how authentic you were in your connection with them. And they just, it's almost like they want to give you their gratitude and appreciation through this reading. This doesn't happen very often, right? Like I'm a psychic, I'm a healer, I'm a seer, etc. But I don't technically classify myself as like a traditional medium. I do receive messages from spirit, but that's not like my bread and butter. So the fact that this is coming up in your reading group number 2 is quite rare. But yeah, this person, they want you to know that they actually got a glimpse into what you've experienced in this lifetime. And the way that they were seeing you was actually a bit like distorted. It was like they weren't seeing clearly because they were seeing only from their lens or their perspective. But after they died and they went through that life review, they really actually got so much insight into you and why you did what you did, and or why you were the way that you were. Really, it's not even about what you did. It's like who you are. It's like they just really understand who you are a lot better now. And they kind of want to reflect that back to you. And I'm feeling a lot of gratitude, a lot of appreciation, a lot of love, encouragement. They want you to go after what you desire. They see your passion and they want to support you. Maybe in real life, like when they were alive, maybe they didn't support you or they didn't understand it, or you felt like they doubted you or something like that. Maybe they disagreed with you, but now they're on the other side. They're like, oh, okay, sorry. I did not see it clearly. And now that I do, I got your back. Like I'm right here and you're doing amazing and I want you to keep going. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at the rest of these cards. Fixed sign, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. This is somebody who's very loyal to you and you can depend on them. Either that was the case in life or now on the other side. Look at that. They just drew my attention to the hand being up. It's like they're giving you a high five. Like, yes, so proud of you. Or they're waving hello, like, hi, it's okay, I'm right here. It's like they're there on the other side and they're saying hi. They're okay. You're okay. Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. I feel like they're really encouraging you to explore and expand your horizons, to really embody your truth of who you are, to express that passion that you have deep within your heart in love and your career and what you really believe in what you value. And it's like they want to help you do that. And so I feel like they are contributing a lot of support energetically through the non-physical to help you to really resolve and take action in the directions or change in the ways that are necessary for you to really live your best life. That's what I'm seeing, to really truly empower yourself. You have Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. I just got the message that this person may have been a Libra, or they may have had Libra-like tendencies. Libra is about relationships, balance, harmony. Yeah, harmony. I just feel like this person has a lot clearer perspective now. Like I said, because they went through that whole life review process, they just understand it better now. And they're actually seeing a side of you that they didn't know existed before. And this is what they want you to tap into. Your inner optimism, your sense of freedom, your passion for life, and to renew that. They want to it's like if you closed your heart and you were like, I'm done with relationships, or I can't bear any more pain or grief. They're like, no, it's okay. It's safe to open up again. It's time for you to connect. It's time for you to love and to be loved deeply. It's time for you to break free from any restrictions or barriers, to let yourself be you. It's like they're really showing me all of this value that you have within you, just being yourself. And I think that they're going to help you to overcome some fears that could be in the legacy, i.e. the ancestral lineage. Because again, especially if this is a sister, soul sister, or biological sister, this person is helping you to overcome some of the lineage fears around embodying your true self. And really opening up and being very clear and being able to love and be loved. They just keep giving me that message. Love and be loved. Yeah, it just feels like opening your heart again. You open your heart, yeah. So this person is going to help you do that. They're going to help you to balance some things out, to heal. Another message that's coming through, they just recommended if you need to go to grief counseling. If you need to talk to a therapist, they really want you to do that because it's going to help you get very clear and to process those emotions and to free up space to open your heart. Because it's like the grief and the trapped emotions can get stuck in there and then they condense. And I've actually seen this energetically. I've done so much energy healing for so many people, and that's a pattern I see a lot. When people have a lot of grief stored in their heart chakra, it kind of closes or it collapses the heart down in on itself. And grief, if processed and held appropriately, held gently, can actually be transformed into love, because that's what grief actually is. Its higher expression is deep, deep and profound love. But the lower expression of grief is really heavy and dense, and that condenses and collapses in on itself, and it can cause the heart to kind of cave in. It can be, obviously, it's all just energy. If we choose something different or if we process that emotion, it changes the outcome. So the heart chakra will just open back up again, and it will start working more functionally. And that's what I'm seeing, is this person wants you to help you to heal your heart, and they're guiding you towards therapy if that's something that you feel drawn to. Yeah, because it's going to empower you. It's going to help you to really see things more clearly, not just processing this grief, but like aspects of yourself that you didn't fully trust or open up to. It's like you're going to be loving yourself more deeply, and by extension, you'll be able to really be free to be yourself and to love your life and to see the people in it who really reflect that back to you. Because it's as within, so without, As you embody it, so you're going to see it from other people being mirrored back. And that's what this person didn't understand. It's like they didn't see that, but it took them crossing over that rainbow bridge and being on the other side and seeing it firsthand, experiencing it for themselves to transform their perspective. And they see you now as a very, very unique, special person. And they're also acknowledging that you've been through a lot. Like drama, conflict, trauma, pain, repression. They just gave me as well, repression. And that's why they want you to get free. And they're going to help you do that. Yeah, they're going to help you do that. So that's really what I see for you, group number 2. The mystery message is from this loved one on the other side. And they want you to know that they have your back, that they're okay, that they see you for the first time ever really clearly, and they're supporting you as you continue to progress in your life and as you reassess what it is that you want and open up to that and embody that truth. Yeah, that's what I see. So I hope this reading was helpful and ideally healing. That's my highest goal, is that it's healing for you. Thank you for being here, group number 2 in this reading. Sending you the best wishes of open-hearted empowerment for your greatest and highest good and the greatest and highest good of all. And if you guys are in need of a personal reading, or you're wanting to learn to read tarot for yourself or others, or you're wanting to expand and enhance your psychic abilities, your spiritual embodiment process, and express your divine truth, then I have courses, classes, and services available through the link in my website, which is linked in the description box below. It's tarotandbeyond.com. I love you guys, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right, hi group number 3. Welcome to your mystery reading. Let's find out what the message is for you today. So for group 3, what is the mystery message? Spirit. Take all of them, they said. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Catherine Labore, the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Miracles is the word that's really standing out to me. Something about miracles. Ooh, Sekhmet, the red lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Miracles of healing through expressing your sacred rage. Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. And I think that that's what some of those emotions like anger can really teach us about ourselves. It's like we can really come from the higher self, and we can also still experience these very human, very natural emotions. And I think honoring that is one of the most healing things you can do. The Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. So I think you're transforming some kind of a pain here, like pain in general, through the strength to be able to honor it, to feel it, to really kind of let it be within you, not override it, suppress it, repress it, distract from it. It's like you're really able to face it. And through that, you're unlocking some miracles for yourself, group number 3. I feel like you're deepening like, actually feel those. Yeah. Okay. I didn't even shovel, I just grabbed them. Let's see. 7 of Swords. And it felt like that. Okay, so it was suffering through betrayal or deception. You may have been working on this for a long time. I just saw you. Okay, they showed me somebody working really diligently, and then somebody coming in and like taking their work. Yeah, it's like if you worked on something really hard and then somebody came in and stole it, and you had nothing to show for it. There's something about that, and that's like justified anger, you know. The Hanged Man felt like you couldn't do anything about it, or feeling stuck. 7 of Pentacles. I just heard frustrated. Yeah, frustrated with the process, frustrated with the lack of progress, frustrated with not being able to see the results that you want. Judgment. Heaven and earth is what just stood out to me, and judgment day is like heaven come to earth, right? 5 of Pentacles. Okay, there's a lot to do with money here, and since they did show me that example of you, it's like you did something, you created something, you worked on something for a long time, and then somebody came in and just was like, that's mine now. And you're like, wait, that's not fair. That's not fair. And that could just be like a metaphor for kind of what we're talking about here. Or it could be literal, but I'm seeing that it did not feel fair to you. And it felt like you also weren't able to really honor what you felt. Because maybe maybe you feel like you weren't justified in your anger, or it's like, okay, well, yeah, I guess that's just what happens, No. I see you kind of coming down from this period of just like letting these things happen in your life. And I think that was actually what was keeping those things repeating. It's not quite victim mentality, because victim mentality is like really identifying with the version of you that things get stolen from, and being like, oh, I guess that's just what happens to me. It's not quite that level, okay? So that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing more so like you just not even really allowing yourself to feel upset about it. It's like you rationalized it or justified what somebody else did. Like, you didn't identify as the victim. You were just like, oh, well, that's just what they did. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fine. But it's not fine. And this is where the self-denial aspect of this comes in. I think that you've downplayed something here, group number 3. Like, you worked really hard on this and it was yours, and it wasn't fair that somebody else came in and took it. And that you aren't getting your piece of the pie. Yeah, they're showing me like the example is like somebody in like an office, in like their cubicle, working away, and then this colleague or maybe somebody who's like a little bit higher up than you comes in and says, oh, this is great, and then puts their name on it and hands it in. It's like they took credit for something that you did. Like, you did all the back labor and all the hard work, and then they got the credit for it, and then you got kind of like sidestepped. Like, you didn't get the promotion, or you didn't get the pay, or you didn't get, again, this could just be a metaphor for it, so take it as it resonates, but that's what they're showing me. And I feel like this has to do with self-worth issues, like you not feeling worthy enough to say something about that, or to feel justified in your anger. And I think that this is the healing process that's happening right now, and it's going to produce miracles for you in the sense that you're able to really honor the fact that you don't always have to accept the shit that this world kind of throws at you. It's like, you are justified in standing up for yourself. You are justified in having human emotions. Maybe you're trying to be too saint-like, like somebody hits me and I'll just turn the other cheek. Yes, there's something to be said for that. And in the right circumstances, when you don't feel resentment or you don't feel angry about that, and you're truly embodying that principle, then that's fine. But it really comes down to the energetic like experience of that. And in this case, the energetic experience of what happened was not you feeling internally saint-like and just fully surrendering to it and being like, it's okay, I will get mine, it's all right. Maybe that was what you were trying to tell yourself, but I think deep in the emotional realm, you were angry. And like I said, you have every right to be angry, and there's nothing wrong with anger. Anger is a human emotion. We don't want to act on it, but we do want to respond to it internally. We want to acknowledge that it's there, because if you repress anything, it just does you a disservice, right? You just disconnect from yourself, and that's going to keep you in this loop of accepting less than you deserve and not feeling justified to be able to advocate for yourself. So where in life do you feel like things are not fair? Group number 3. We're going to go with the soul lessons cards. What is the soul lesson here around this? Because I do feel like this is some kind of yeah, it's a soul lesson. It's a soul lesson for sure. Okay. Let me just fix these real quick. A little bit more even. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. That's very 8 of Pentacles energy. It's like persevering through any trials and tribulations. Keep pushing and doing what you're doing, refining and honing your skill. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And I think that there's a fear of anger. I'm just getting that. And Sekhmet is wonderful at helping you to deal with that. She's really good at helping you to connect to your sacred anger and to feel it, because the sacred anger is actually just love. Hear me out. Why do we get angry? Usually because we perceive an injustice, or we were hurt. And we can get hurt by an injustice, So we feel anger because the part of ourselves that knows that that's not fair, the part of ourselves that deeply loves ourselves and does not want us to be hurt, gets angry. It's like if somebody comes and punches your best friend in the face, you're probably going to get angry. Why? Because you care about that person, because you love them. So sacred rage, sacred anger helps to show you what you value and the depth of the love and that like sort of ferocity of protectiveness that comes as a result of that love. And I think that facing your anger is a very courageous thing to do, because it can really help you to acknowledge your humanity, that deep inner divine love within you, and it can transform that pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love, because you will see that anger as love for self, and then you can really transmute it, process it, and persevere through what caused it by essentially choosing to love yourself more deeply. And then I think that would result in the ideal outcome of not allowing people to do that anymore, to hurt you. Doubt. Okay, interesting. I release the need to know all the answers. Are you doubting yourself, group number 3? Are you doubting... Actually, let me put this over here. Are you doubting that you're skilled enough, that you deserve to have your fair part of the pie? Are you doubting that you're strong enough to do this healing work? Are you doubting that the divine is on your side? Heaven and earth? Are you doubting that you are the divine? Are you doubting that people are good, or that have the capacity to be inherently good? Ask yourself what you're doubting here, group number 3. Because I think you're going to get some much needed perspective. That's what the Hangman can give you. It's an altered perspective that can help you to achieve a new state of consciousness. And when you can see things differently, when you approach them differently, and then the outcomes change. That's essentially what karma is. And I do feel like this is karmically related. Like it's a karmic pattern of you not getting fair treatment in some way, or things being taken from you, or you not getting what it is that you feel like you deserve. Because sometimes it's not about being taken away from you. Sometimes it's just like it was never given in the first place. It's like neglect. So yeah, it's about your worthiness. This is the karmic pattern, and karma is not a punishment. It's not like you did something wrong and now you have to pay the price. Karma is you believed something, or you did something, you did an action or an inaction, and then it resulted in a particular outcome or effect. And if the core belief at the root of that choice was, I am unworthy, so I'm not going to say anything, I'm not going to stand up for myself, or I don't deserve to even advocate or kind of like do anything to disrupt the status quo, even if that's imbalanced, then the outcome is going to be more imbalance, more of that dysfunction, more of that unfairness. So that's why karmic patterns repeat, is simply because we've given them momentum. It's like we pushed the ball, and then the ball starts rolling, and it just keeps going until we're like, oh wait, stop, and we put our foot down in front of that ball. Putting your foot down in front of the ball here is you addressing your sacred anger and having the strength and courage to really honor and respect that part of you, and allow that to be your teacher, so that you can really trust yourself to know your worth, to stand up for that, and to overcome any challenges that you've been going through around receiving what it is that you truly deserve. That miracles can happen in your life and that you don't have to constantly be scraping the bottom of the barrel just trying to make ends meet or just trying to get by in life. You are fully human and fully divine, which means that as a divine being, you deserve to experience all of the empowered abundance and support through your creation of your reality. And since you're also fully human, it comes along with some of the human pitfalls. Well, they're not even pitfalls. Let me rephrase that. The human experience. It's just, that's all it is. It's the human experience. We've got a lot of really great things in that. We've got a lot of really hard things in that, challenging things, painful things, but it's the human experience nonetheless. We all signed up for this, okay? So here we are, living it. And it took a lot of courage to be here, to be a soul incarnating into the earth realm. It takes a lot of courage to be a human. Can tell you that. So group number 3, I really feel like the message here is for you to really know your worth and trust yourself. Because you will be able to overcome these things when you trust yourself and when you advocate for yourself and when you use that anger, not directing it outward, but using it as fuel within you to heal and transform. To catalyze and alchemize that inner pain into a greater capacity to love yourself and to create the reality that you know that you deserve. You're literally the bridge between heaven and earth. We see that here in the judgment card, and you're being called to really understand that. It's not just some pie in the sky concept. I don't know why they keep giving me pie references. Pie in the sky, your fair slice of the pie. What is this about pie? It's like you deserve to eat too, group number 3. You deserve to eat. So don't stand for people stealing your pie. I think that's it, group number 3. I think that's the main message that Spirit wanted to get across here for your mystery reading. It's your self-worth and healing that. That's going to create miracles for you. Honoring both your human and your divine aspect, because you are both. And allowing that to shift your perspective, to allow you to overcome some of these things and to create something better out of it. So I hope that this reading helped group number 3. That's always my highest intention, that these readings are helpful and that they are healing and that they provide you with confirmation, synchronicities, information that you need to be able to walk your path in a more aligned and empowered way here in this incarnation. That's why I do these readings. So I hope that it helped. And if you guys are interested in spiritual alignment, spiritual embodiment, and practicing that through enhancing your intuition, doing personal healing work, anything like that, I have services, classes, and courses available through my website, which is linked in the description box below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.